My name is Marie, and this is Childcare Resources video tidbit on cause and effect science. Children are naturally curious. Science education fuels that curiosity and provides children with valuable ideas and skills. Science education gives children the opportunity to experiment and work in teams. These activities enhance communication and collaboration skills. The activity ideas provided can be easily modified to do with children of various ages. Solar s'mores. The materials you will need is an empty box. We have found that the pizza box size works very well. Aluminum foil, plastic wrap, black paper, newspaper, a box cutter or a knife that the adults will be using, a stick or a ruler. The other things you will need is your s'more supplies like chocolate, graham crackers, and marshmallows. How to create this is using your box cutter or knife, carefully cut the lid of the pizza box on 3 sides, leaving it attached on the back end. Then you'll line the inside of the lid with aluminum foil and line the bottom of the box with black paper. Line the inside of the box with rolled up newspaper. Once the solar oven is assembled, it's time to cook your s'mores. Have kids build their s'mores, then place them into the solar oven. Once the s'mores are in the box, prop the foil-covered lid open, then cover the s'mores with the clear plastic wrap. Now it's time to observe and wait. Have the children talk about what they see, the changes as they witness their marshmallows melting and the chocolate getting gooey. This will take about 20 minutes and then they should be ready to eat. So here's the science behind the fun. What happened is the heat from the sun is trapped inside of your pizza box solar oven and it starts getting very hot. Ovens like this one are called collector boxes because they collect the sunlight inside. As it sits out in the sun, your oven eventually heats up enough to cook the s'mores. How does this happen? Well, it's because rays of light are coming to the earth at an angle. The foil reflects the rays and bounces it directly into the opening of the box. Once it has gone through the plastic wrap, it heats up the air that is trapped inside. The black paper absorbs the heat at the bottom of the oven, and the newspaper makes sure that the heat stays where it is, instead of escaping out the sides of the oven. So that newspaper will be your insulation. Another activity is making amazing pyramid or tetrahedron bubble wands. The materials that you're going to need are straws, chenille stems, or often called pipe cleaners, bubble solution, tall plastic container, and scissors. Step 1. Cut your straws. First, cut each straw in half, then cut in half again. You will get 4 straw sections from each straw. Step 2. Thread a pipe cleaner or chenille stem through one straw and then bend the end to secure it. Step 3. Thread 2 more straws onto that same pipe cleaner. Step 4. Bend the long end of the pipe cleaner back to meet the starting point and twist the 2 ends around each other. Step 5. Add 2 more straw sections onto the end of the pipe cleaner. Step 6. Thread the pipe cleaner through one of the adjacent straw sections. Step 7. Add 1 more straw section and bend it back to one of the straw joints to form the pyramid. Step 8. Thread the pipe cleaner through an adjacent straw section to secure everything in place. If desired, add a straight section of straw onto one end of the pipe cleaner to form a handle. Sand volcanoes. The materials will be sand, a sand bucket or cup, baking soda, vinegar, and optional food coloring. The method. Begin by placing a sand bucket in the sand right side up. Then pack sand up and around the bucket to form the shape of a volcano. A bucket makes the perfect core. You most likely always have one on hand when playing in sand or visiting the beach. I have found that using a taller, skinnier bucket produces a better volcano shape. You can also use an empty cup. Note, I filled the bucket acting as the core halfway with sand so that it takes less baking soda and vinegar to make the volcano fully erupt. But experiment with this. The volcano is yours. But once you have it built, then it's time to play. How to make your volcano erupt? You'll add 1 to 2 cups of baking soda, again, depending on the size of your container, and then pour in the desired amount of vinegar. Another variation, if you don't want to do sand and use the buckets, you can put a small well of baking soda in the child's hand and with a eyelet dropper, drop drops of vinegar onto their hand. This way they can see the bubbles, smell the bubbles, and feel the tingles from the bubbles of that chemical reaction in their hand. But note, their hands will smell like vinegar for the remainder of the day. Rainbow walking water experiment. For this, you will place 7 cups 2 inches apart. Then, follow these instructions. First step, fill the 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 7th cup halfway with water. Number 2, add 5 drops of red food coloring to the 1st and 7th cup. 3, add 5 drops of yellow food coloring to the 3rd cup. Step 4, add 5 drops of blue food coloring to the 5th cup. This is a great way to add that ordinal numbers into our science. You will need 6 sections of paper towels. Take 1 towel, fold it into a strip, place one end in the bottom of a cup, and place the other end in the bottom of the next cup. So the towel forms that rainbow shape arc connecting the 2 cups. Then fold the second towel in the same way and use it to connect the 2nd and 3rd cups. Repeat with the remaining towels and cups. Follow the same protocol as steps 4 and 5 from the above directions. Leave the cups alone for 1 hour, then return to make observations. Your kids will very well be excited to come back to a fully formed rainbow. As the water travels from one cup to the other, the colors mix. This is also a prime opportunity to teach some art fundamentals, primary and secondary colors. The 3 primary colors are red, yellow, blue, the food coloring colors you started with. Then secondary colors are the shades that are going to be made from mixing, orange, green, and purple. Please check the video description for the printable version of these experiments with clickable links. Happy exploring and thank you for watching!